What up? What up? It's your boy, Mr. Law, back with another one. Hey, man, we've been on the same run, and I appreciate y'all tuning in, bro. I appreciate the love, the likes, the comments. You feel me? On some real shit. But we got to keep breaking down the series, so I hope y'all enjoying the series. We got 2 seasons out now, baby. The Insane True Story of Kendrick Lamar Part 1 through 7 series. Make sure y'all go look at my playlist and check that out if y'all haven't. We also got the Mindset of Kendrick Lamar Part 1 through 3. Make sure y'all check that out. Beautiful series, because this next series right now, we really gonna dive deep and we really gotta pay attention to this shit, bro. Because we getting into the albums. We getting into the music, you feel me? So first on the list, we're not gonna start from Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly. I want y'all to go and revisit those albums. Those will be for another series. We're gonna start from Down to Mr. Morale to Part 2, Mr. Morale to Part 3, GNX. You feel me? So I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. This part one of Kendrick Lamar's diabolical catalog. And Down, this album was a warning. Part 1. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button. Hype your boy videos up. Appreciate the love and support. We're going to get right into it. I did too much talking, but yeah. I just want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all. Let's get into the video, man. And this is out of the GOAT's mouth. This is Kendrick Lamar's Damn interview, Apple Music. And we're going to break it down. We're going to discuss it. And we're going to get into it out of his own mouth, breaking down his own album. Let's go.
Just on the surface, the way people react to the record as a body of music, do you indulge in that or allow yourself to experience that once the album comes out, or do you disconnect?
Man, as soon as I hit master and I just turn that thing in, I try not to listen to it or even see the actual response, you know, I can't get that same reaction on the internet, you know, through some comments. You know,
Facts,
I go out
bro.
there and I see people just really taking these songs to heart. That's the reaction.
So no headline.
That's important. That's very important. And that's what makes him very successful, because he don't look forward just to the album. He said, I put the work in. I put the time in for the album. You know what I'm saying? I sat with it. I dwelled in it. And like he said before, it takes him a long time to decide. If y'all watch The Mindset, if y'all really paid attention to Part 3. It takes him a long time to decide shit, bro. So for him, he better off leaving it and letting it marinate and then hitting the stage. And I can respect that. You feel me? I wouldn't want to listen to my shit either after all that time, all that repetitiveness. So that's great coming from the GOAT. It's like he just let it do his thing. You know what I'm saying? He put the music out and it be what it is. And that's the most important part. Getting in front of the crowd and feeling it. Like he said, feeling that feeling from the people. And it's always about the people. We always date back to the people. Let's get back.
No one in your camp, no one trusted goes, look, you know, here's the overview.
You know, you have people who want to send it to you. I got to curb everything. You know,
I'm so desperate to tell you now, and I know you don't want to know.
I mean,
you know?
the internet is a tricky place, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the way our minds work in a psychological matter, you know, we only gonna see the good things anyway. You know, we're gonna block out the negative things.
And just off of that, think about it. Kendrick does things intentional. But it's like, damn, how you write an album to where you can replay that shit and like backwards to where it sounds like a completely different album, but not even try. Or I guess he, you know how you do, he acts surprised and shit, but I think he knew what he had to have been knowing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's very clever. This damn album was one of those ones, bro. Was one of those ones.
Thought really drives people to want to start pulling it apart, micromanaging each of these songs in a way, you know, and rearranging ideas and thoughts. And are you at least aware that that happens? I mean,
probably 80% premeditated first, you know,
Damn.
before I actually put the words, you know, over the reference track or go in the studio and lay down vocals. Everything for me is about execution.
That nigga said 80% is already premeditated. So he already had 150% premeditated on Drake ass after all these years, bro. That's crazy. That's why he was more than prepared. Like, this is the reason why this nigga beat every obstacle, overcame everything, bro, and has done it like nobody else. It's because the hunger for it, the thirst for it, he does not give up. Like, no matter what, he continues to do what he want to do, and prove people wrong, bro. Have the listeners thinking over and over and over and over. It's giving us something to just go off of, you know, even if we not right, it's still fun to do. But for him to say 80% is premeditated is crazy. That's what you call certified GOAT. So it's like, nigga, I like execution. That's why he's the perfectionist. That's why he like everything to be on cue. And as you know from the mindset of Kendrick Lamar.
Because I can go on with 1,000 ideas, but if I'm not executing it right, it doesn't feel home to me. The direction and the message I put in there, the execution of it. And I want you to do that. You know, I want to challenge the way you think and challenge the way you take in music.
You're hiding things down the back of couches and things that...
Yeah, that's what excites me.
Yeah.
You know, when I listen to Jay-Z coming up as a kid, when I listen to Eminem, Pac, you know, those things that I couldn't understand. But as years progressed and I went back and listened to it again and I've learned and I've grown and I've matured, these things blew me away.
We ain't tripping on it, Doc. Keep giving us cooked meals over here, bro. Like, we don't want no hand-me-down shit, bro. And it's crazy because even when he dumbed it down on GMX, nigga, it still go hard. Like, he's still rapping on there. So let's get back into it, bro. Like he said, he want this shit to last 20 years. People still talking about it. That's what you want. You don't want just, hey, you know, I don't want to listen to this no more. Throw it in the trash. Nah, I want my shit to live on. That's why Good Kid, Mad City is still on Billboard.
And stories that they told growing up in their communities, you know, and their whole perspective of it. So in doing that, I love to have that same type of impact on my listener. All my ad-libs sounded like Jay-Z. My words, my flow.
He was an early reference when you were trying to find your style?
Him, Eminem. I mean, I grew up off Pac, you know, being from Compton. But Jay-Z, I wanted to have the conversational, you know, type of wordplay and aspect of things, you know, whether I'm engaging in the story or I'm just...
And see, with all that shit, all that stupid stuff that people was talking about him and with the Jay-Z thing and all that shit and the Epstein, all that shit ain't got shit to do with Kendrick Lamar, bro. You know what I'm saying? He look at him in a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about Dot too. He don't get wrapped up into people too much like everybody else. You know what I mean? He learned what he needed to learn and he took off. Moved to the next. You feel me? And Jay-Z played a big influence in his life. Think about it. He said he was doing his flow. He was rapping like him and shit. He wanted to rap like him and all that. He did the same with Wayne. Same with M. Why not be the GOAT? Like, that's why he's the fucking greatest, bro. He studied the greats, like literally rapping like them, barring like them and all that shit. That's gonna only make you great if you continue to do it and put in your own little shit. And hey, here we got Kendrick Lamar, like he said, Tupac. Feel me? Like, man, this is exceptional. Let's get back into it.
Just having fun. He just felt like he was natural and he was fluent with it.
Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button.
Like, when I found out he didn't write, it made sense because it never sounded like he wrote.
Yeah, I did that too. I don't feel like I need to actually put the thoughts down on paper, you know? At first, I was doing it because I just wanted to be like Jay-Z, you know? But in doing time, it became a practice, you know? And by the time I got back to writing my rhymes, you know, I knew the full potential. And
Y'all know I'm a pause it. Y'all know I'm gonna talk my shit. Y'all know I'm gonna say what I say. Did y'all hear him though? Or do I need to go back? This nigga said it became a practice. Just like I was just saying, bro. He had to, come on. It became a practice to him. He didn't take this shit for granted, bro. Imagine, could you imagine? You know what I'm saying? And then you finally get to be in the studios with these niggas and shit like that, and you think I'm not gonna take notes? That's what separate them, bro. Damn.
and what worked in that. And I also knew how to go in there and just spill out my feelings and show how I really feel.
So you rely on both.
Yeah, definitely.
It's coming at you as a fan. It's just overwhelming, and you very much are that kind of artist too. And that's obviously important to you, that no word is wasted.
Definitely. I just love words. I just love how to bend them. I love how to break them. I love how to twist them, turn them, make them in couplets.
Eminem has said this to me. Have you had this conversation with him? Have you guys bonded over this? Because he said this to
That
me. He's
nigga
like,
said,
same
make
thing,
them
you
in
know, I
couplet.
like
Make them in couplet. What is that?
to take words and I like to bend them to my will and make them
Yeah.
things that shouldn't rhyme.
Yeah, you can manipulate it. You know, you can manipulate it, and that shows the true craft and your swordsmanship. You know, a lot of the guys that actually dig into taking things that don't even necessarily rhyme, that gets them excited to know you figured out how to make that rhyme.
Tupac is more than just an influencer.
That's how you know he deeply embedded into rap. When he said it excites him to twist the words, bend them, shape them up, all that shit with words. Like he had fun playing with words. It's no wonder why he's the greatest of all time, bro. This shit is crazy, man.
From an artistic point of view, it feels like his spirit is traveling through your records now in many respects, the way that you refer to him, and it's a deep reference point for you.
I hold dear just in my memories of just growing up in the city. I mean, this dude impact, you know, not only on me, but on the culture. It's something I can never forget, you know, from physically seeing him to hearing him on record, to him applying himself in the community and actually being right there with us. It's just something that I hold dear, you know, just have that sense of reaching a certain standard as far as, you know, empathy and compassion toward a record the same way Pac approached music. And that's why his memory and his legacy in my music will never leave.
Look, there's a thing that we have to talk about on.
Incredible, bro. Incredible, homie. Like he said, Pac's live within me, bro. It is what it is. Pac live within me. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's never a dull moment when I'm not, you know what I'm saying, having him at least, you know what I'm saying, in my head while I'm creating. You know what I'm saying? When I'm writing, shit like that. Remembering this, remembering that. Pac did do a lot for Compton, bro. He did a lot for LA, you know what I'm saying? For the culture. And Kendrick really look up to him. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect it, bro. And we seen that when he, you know what I'm saying, put out GNX. That nigga then embody Pac like crazy, bro. That nigga sound just like Tupac, bro. I was just amazed by it, and it was just like, yeah, Drake, this how it's supposed to sound, bro. You can't be coming with that AI shit. You know what I'm saying? You really want to sound like Pac, you gotta really, you know what I'm saying, come from that cloth. Y'all check out that record, Reincarnated, bro. Yeah. It was phenomenal. That nigga body Pac like crazy on.
What is the greatest rapper alive? What are you referring to? You are the greatest rapper alive.
I got to.
Facts.
I didn't, come on.
I got to. And look at his face, bro. He low-key irritated that he keep getting asked the question. He like, nigga, I got to. Like, if I don't think that I'm the best, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing it for? What are we talking about here? Kendrick, like, bro, like, y'all don't understand. Like, I live for rap. Like, to be the best.
I'm so passionate about hip hop, man. Like, I don't know what era everybody else come from, but when
Facts.
I listened, man. Like,
Facts. Hey, he be throwing jabs low key though. He said, I don't know where era everybody else comes from. But my era, bro, me, bro, I'm just different, bro. And that's facts, bro. It'd be so funny because it'd be like, I know he be seeing the shit that people be putting out, and he just be like, bro, these rappers is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
we played house parties, bro, every night. Like, I love it to a point I can't even describe it. Time you have to challenge yourself and you have to confirm to yourself, not anybody else, confirm to yourself that you're the best, period.
Look how serious he is, bro. Period, bro. I'm the best. And that's what I'm going for. So it is what it is. So just imagine now, bro. He's actually the greatest, nigga. He been the greatest even back then during the damn era. But now y'all see, bro. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, bro. Kendrick is prophetic, bro. He spoke his own blessings into existence, own future. And like he said, he not taking nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? He want to keep continue putting out great music over and over and over. I'm not settling for nothing less. Nothing lesser than the best. Let's go.
That's my drive and that's my hunger I will always have. And at this point right now, the years and the time and the effort and the knowledge and the history, you know, I've done on the culture and the game I've gotten from, you know, those before me and the respect I have for them. I want to hold myself high on that same pedestal 10, 15 years from now.
And this is what I mean.
Yeah, what are we doing it for?
Right.
This is culture. This is
That nigga looks serious as hell. What we doing it for? He like low key. I think I don't know how many interviews he had on this shit, bro. But he at this point, he like, bro, I'm tired of saying it, bro. Like y'all not getting it, bro. Like what are we talking about? And don't trip. Of course, the middle, the end, y'all keep watching. He gonna get into the damn. Talk about damn.
not something you just play with. You know, get some.
Oh, this the warning, bro.
You
Part
know,
one. Let's
people
go.
live their lives to this music. Period. You know.
Musical
My
genius.
partners in the
Kendrick
hood
Lamar.
right now that they listen to rap every day because it's the only thing that can relate to their stories and their tribulation. You
Facts.
can't play with this, and you have to take in consideration what you write down on that paper. And if you're not doing it to say the most impactful or doing it to be the best you can be for the listener to live their daily
What
life,
are you doing it for? Facts.
What are we doing here?
That was one of the most influential albums ever. You know what I'm saying? The Pimp Butterfly, homie. Like a lot of people didn't understand it at first, but it was meant. We needed that shit, bro. Like Kendrick did his justice by that shit. Like, and especially speaking to what we go through every day in inner cities, bro, in the struggle, stuff like that, black communities and shit like that, bro. So it hit different. You know what I'm saying? And those that got it understood it, but those that didn't, you know what I mean, they just didn't want to get it. But yeah, very impactful. I love To Pimp a Butterfly, bro.
I always feel the need to approach it in an aspect where I'm not only thinking about right now. This record has to live and teach the same way Ty lived, the same way Jay, the same way Common, the same way Ice Cube taught us back in '91, and I went back 15 years later, and I've learned from it. This
Right.
album has to teach, not only in these times, but for the future, you know, to understand our history, what we was
Incredible. These albums have to teach, not only for now, but for the future. I'm not just thinking about now. And that's what makes Kendrick Lamar even greater is because, and why he's so successful now. Because the nigga wasn't thinking about, he wasn't thinking about now. He was thinking about the future the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if your music still hit that same album you dropped when you first started rapping, and as far as mainstream, is it gonna hit the same 10, 15, 20 years later? Good Kid, Mad City is still getting played, bro. So that shit says a lot. I'm sure To Pimp a Butterfly still get plays. Damn still gets plays. All of his albums have great value to them, exceptional value. So like this nigga Kendrick always been ahead of the time, bro. Always thinking 10 steps ahead of a lot of them niggas out there that rap, bro. Let's go.
Going through in 2010, 2012, 2014, 15, and when you can go back and you can apply that knowledge with whatever's going on in the future, where they come from and where they want to go, you know, and expressing themselves. A lot of people don't have voices out here, so to see them actually express themselves through song, you know, through lyrics that I wrote.
And that's the most important part, bro. Like I keep double down and bringing it back to the people, bro. Kendrick has always been about the people. Said it. I'm not really tripping about the sales, all that shit, all that. What really gets me is when people out there singing, "We gonna be all right," and believing it, trusting in it. And some people just really only got them lyrics, bro. Like at that moment, that "We gonna be all right" probably helped a lot of people from a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say the struggles and stuff that people suffer with because we all know it's always mentioned, but just imagine. You know what I'm saying? Comment below, where was you at when that song came out? Get back into it.
Real themes of self-preservation on Dan.
Yeah, definitely.
Like okay, I did that. I made that. It's worked. It's working. It's gonna continue to work. But at what does it take a toll on you? And at what point do you withdraw yourself back into something that you can control? Because you can't control what people are doing with Butterfly.
Yeah, definitely. The best way for me to put it, To Pimp a Butterfly would be the idea of the thought of changing the world, you know, and how we work and how we approach things. Down will be the idea of I can't change the world until I change myself.
Facts.
You know, so when you listen to records,
Damn will be the idea I can't change the world until I change myself. So that's basically what it was. That's why he had the whole theme, the whole breakdown. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Dot, break that shit down for us.
it's like pride, humble, lust, love. These is all just human emotions. I will hope the listener can take heed and grab something from both of them two ideas and carry out their day to the best potential of themselves they see. As far as inspiration, the word come across in some of the lyrics, and I just pull that word out, but keep the record.
Crazy.
You know, and that actual word is what represent the whole idea of the song. Yeah, so it's a lot of lost verses, you know.
That's crazy. I think I said I just take one word and I create the song off that one word. Yeah, it's gonna be in between verses. That's crazy, bro. How Kendrick can take from one word and make a whole song. Crazy, bro. That's what's up, bro. I ain't even know like some people do shit like that. Like a lot of stuff that we're learning about the GOAT, man. Like I said, Kendrick Lamar Insane Story Part 1 through 7 was crazy. Mindset Part 1 through. And this is an addition to the mindset. We're breaking down the music, albums, musical genius, Kendrick Lamar Part 1 was never just an album. Never just an album, baby. Damn, Part 1. Let's go.
Let's just get a few sort of facts on the record. You said just over a year you were working on the album. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you start a record? Does it have a starting point, or are you just creating before you know it?
Man, I sit and I think all day, you know, all day. That's why I said 80% of it is just me prepping, you know, myself to get back in there, you know, to
He said
first acknowledge how
premeditated.
I'm feeling in the moment.
You ain't listening, dog. You gotta listen to what Dot's saying. He said premeditate. He premeditated 80%. See, we listening, dog. You not. Person doing the interview.
I say, is it as simple as you asking yourself, what do I want, or in fact, what do I have to say this time? What can I say after what I just went through?
It's more about what's true to me and what will impact the person listening, coming across music. I sit with beats, you know, we create them from scratch, and I just sit and live with it until I'm able to reach.
This nigga said he sit with beats from scratch. From scratch. Like, they make them from scratch, bro. Like, could y'all, like, these are his own original songs, bro. The fucking GOAT, man. Get this man his respect, bro. If y'all not coming like this, don't come at all. Period, point blank, bro. Like, if y'all not coming like this, don't come at all.
That point of, this is what I feel like. That's
And
what
that could take days?
Yeah, it
weeks,
could take months.
Months.
Yeah, it could take months. The right approach, or it could take 2 minutes, you know? And
With GNX, bro, he just gave us something to where we can dance. It was a victory lap. But wait till the next album. I guarantee you it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be crazy. Watch. Telling y'all, like, niggas ain't understanding. They not really listening to what Dot is saying. He's indulging in this shit, bro. Like, he sit there and meditates in the beats and the music. Like he said, I can't pull this type of stuff out the sky, bro. I have to sit there and meditate on some shit. Sometimes it'll happen in a couple of months. Sometimes it'll happen in a couple of years. But, you know, and it can happen in 2 minutes. But like he said, it works for him because he takes his time with his shit, bro. And that's why it takes him a long time to drop. And now we understanding this shit, bro. Damn was phenomenal, but we understanding how he created it, how he's coming up with the concepts for it. You know what I'm saying? Everything about the album, bro. That's why I try to tell you, this nigga unmatched. He unmatched.
so what happens is I have these records, and, you know, certain things that are in these songs, and I may pull pieces from, you know, to make sure that
It's covered.
it's covered to where I feel like I feel better about it, that the listener know, or that he know, you know.
So it's the sharpest message in the shortest amount of time.
in the
to get
shortest
point.
amount.
Yeah. 'Cause I think a lot of people will.
We don't really look at politics like that, bro. Growing up wasn't a big politic thing, bro. They don't talk about that shit out there, bro. Because it really don't pertain to us, really, honestly, because we go through the struggle every day. You know what I'm saying? So every day we broke and yeah, broke and poor shit, but it's just life, you know. But you don't really think about politics. Let's get back into it. See what he about to say.
What's going on now? We focusing on self. You see, you know, different nationalities and cultures are coming together, man, and actually standing up for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's a pure reflection of this record, and figuring out our own problems and our own solutions, you know? And I think I know this is what this album reflects.
That's what Damn is.
Yeah,
Take
definitely.
a look.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts.
It's not blaming everybody else for the decisions that we didn't make proactively.
That's facts. That's facts. And we do that a lot. Play the blame game, and we got to look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? We don't even come together as a people. So how the fuck we gonna get mad at the other? You know what I'm saying? No, we got to come together first. We got to self-reflect. You got to reflect on yourself before you can judge somebody else. But that's incredible, bro. Like I say, this is more than just an album, bro. Down was more than just an album, bro. Period, point blank.
Tracks.
Yeah.
Starting with Blood.
Blood.
It's like a parable.
There's many things in there. It's a new life. It's a new life.
Is it the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning?
I can't tell you that.
Okay, all right. DNA.
So that was the concept of Damn. For us to listen first, and then we can play it from the end to beginning. This nigga Kendrick, bro. This nigga Kendrick too advanced. Man. Let's get back into it, bro. So now we going into DNA.
As opening lines go, you know, I got royalty inside my DNA. Did you know when you came up with that, wrote that, was making that track, that was the kind of start in many respects?
The musical genius Kendrick Lamar. We getting into the Damn album. This is more than just an album, part one. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, comment button. Let's get back into this. Make sure y'all hype this video. Let's get back into the video. We going over DNA, baby.
It's one lesson I learned from Ice Cube. He said, if your first opening lines don't grab the listener, it ain't period. You know, it has to be a
He
statement.
would know, man.
Yeah.
God, it's a mother.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, and it has to be a statement. There's three types of themes in that record. It's me recognizing the world around me.
Yeah.
It's me recognizing the lifestyle and indulging from time to time. From a famous perspective.
He said the world around him. He said from a famous perspective. You know what I'm saying? Those are very important. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, incredible, bro. Incredible. The lifestyle, the world around them. Like, for DNA to be a three themes in one song is incredible. You know what I'm saying? And then he said from a famous perspective too, but the lifestyle he says too, indulging in some things too. You feel me? Like he say, I'm not perfect. I am not your savior, bro. And we're gonna get into that in part 2 of this with the Mr. Morale album. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But this shit is diabolical how he premeditates everything. And then these different concepts with the songs. I didn't know that shit had 3 themes in it. You know what I'm saying? That's incredible, bro. Like I keep telling y'all over and over, bro. We're gonna find out so much more and more about Dot. And I've seen these in the past, but I'm learning more and more as I rewatch this shit, bro. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all hype the video. Part 1. Let's get back into it, bro.
To coming to grips to the idea of one who Man was, you know, as a 7-year-old boy and figuring out who they see as Kendrick Lamar, you know, and taking all these different aspects and
So Kendrick Lamar is Man. As a 7-year-old boy, that was him as a kid. That was his nickname, Man. Okay. That's what's up.
personalities.
And I guess that's from after his uncle Lil Man or something like that.
From my own perspective, from me, from my soul, and putting them in the record. You know, so you're gonna hear different tones. You're gonna hear a baritone. You're gonna hear me breaching out the water like a whale, you know, and you're gonna hear that same hunger and that same desire that I had as a kid.
Kendrick, please, bro, keep doing your shit, bro. I hope you don't retire no time.
It's like, where would you be in the religious line of hundreds of years ago, as opposed to right now?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I've always had that. I mean, we are spiritual beings, period.
Definitely.
And that's something I can't never run from in music, you know. And when I say as a weapon, going back to the line that you referenced, I always felt like God used me as a vessel, period. You know, whether to show my flaws.
This shit right here is crazy. He said, God used me as an example, bro. I feel like he used me basically as an example, a chosen vessel. whether that's showing my flaws, whether that's with my music, whether, you know what I'm saying? Crazy that he said showing his flaws. It's crazy that thinking that aspect powerful. Back to it.
Share his message all across the board. You know, I could say the nastiest thing on record, period. But I still feel like that's a vessel. You need to hear that because I can't sugarcoat the reality of what's going on out here. I can't sugarcoat the reality of my imperfections, period. So when you
And he
hear
just
certain
keeping it
things,
100. And that's what's wrong with the church nowadays, though. A lot of people are not keeping it real and 100, bro. If I gotta say, get your ass, then hey, if it gets across that way and I gotta deliver it like that, but as long as you get it, that's all that matters. I'm still used by it. That's crazy. He just put shit in a whole new light. Like, low key. Like, I see why Kendrick live the way he do, though, and think the way he do, low key. Like, it makes a lot of sense, bro. This shit makes a lot of sense.
these are ideas that's coming way beyond me. Man, that's just how I feel.
And that's how you know he not capping, because most of his shit be coming to pass. It's prophetic. Most of his stuff be coming to truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know when it's from a deeper place, deeper than you. Get back.
You know what's crazy about me and Mike, man? We've been in the studio for a long time, like
Longer than we would know.
longer than you guys would know, but we never made records. You know, he always said to each other, man, one day we're gonna make them records.
Yeah.
We're gonna make them joints, you know, and we always say timing. That's our thing. Timing is everything. We hit
That's
the timing.
fucked up, low
How do you let
key.
somebody down like that on a text?
I mean,
Oh,
what
man.
happens is, you know, you build a relationship with people, you know, and it's further than just, you know,
lip
Yeah,
service, to be
facts.
honest.
right.
Yeah.
That's true. I get that. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't take it personal, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody know how Kendrick is. So to even consider, you know what I'm saying, being him even considering you on a record with him is amazing. You gotta be patient and wait, bro.
Small talking and,
Yeah.
you know,
So
keep
what-
someone's ego right.
How'd you know it was time?
Just the moment how I was feeling from the aggression I want to take and the approach that I want to take.
When did you first hear about that?
When did I first hear about that? Probably as soon as it came out.
Did you actually see it?
Yeah. Well, someone sent it to me.
Right.
Yeah, so I
And what
didn't
did
see
you
it
think?
live. I thought it was just a trip. You know, I thought it was a clickbait
Yeah.
because anybody that know me, they know that, you know, I represent my people, you know, and the culture the right way. So to try to
Facts.
attack my character, you know, and make it a actual stunt, I wasn't for it. I have to do my research on what's going on to let me know that you're not just feeding me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fact you brought Kid Capri and the Mixtape King, legendary hip hop
That shit was fire.
DJ into the whole thing. What was the inspiration behind using Kid Capri?
Oh man.
So I wanted to know too. You know what I'm saying? So what's this inspiration behind Kid Capri, bro? Talk about that shit, Doc, because that it was lit to have him in there, but it did shock me and surprise me. I was like, damn, okay. I wasn't expecting this type of album.
That's a great question. The funny thing is, that was probably one of the first ideas I had for this record.
Crazy.
I wanted it to feel like, just the raw elements of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, whether I'm using 808s or whether I'm using some boom bap drums. I got in the studio, man. I had him do like 1,000 takes. You know, but he's the greatest, you know, to ever even do it.
Nigga just said he made Kid Capri, legendary Kid Capri, do that shit 1,000 times, bro. I know you probably over exaggerated a little bit, but it sounds like some die shit, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Like, and bro, that's patience. Like, as even, you know, and that goes to show you how much respect Kendrick got in the game. For an OG legend like that to just, you know, be like, all right, I got you. I don't mind going over it how many times you need me to go over it. And he delivered, like Kendrick said. That's what's up, bro. Shout out to Kid Capri, bro.
With collaborators on that outside of production work.
Yeah.
How did that happen? How was that experience? Were you in the same room? I mean, paint a picture for us.
Yeah, definitely, man. I've always wanted to work with Rihanna. I love everything about her. You know, her
Riri and
artistry,
Kendrick.
how she represent women. You know, to not only be themselves but express themselves. The way she expressed herself through music and how she carry herself. I love everything about her.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's just like a beautiful love song, but of course complex as always.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Oh man, my guy Zach. Yeah, the guy singing on the record. We was in the studio vibing and he playing tracks after track after track after track. This dude is an amazing talent. Love to have fresh ears and bring fresh, present, you know, fresh talent to the world. Much good out there that you
That's
gotta
what I
always
keep
make
saying.
sure that people are able to hear it. And being that a lot of don't get heard, that's great.
Facts.
He's one of the guys. So he's playing this record, man, this beat and these drums, and it just feels like euphoria, you know, immediately.
Crazy. That nigga said Euphoria back then, bro. Dying. So Euphoria always been on Dot mind. But to speak on what he's talking about, bro, for him to say, you know what I'm saying, about the talent thing, like I told y'all, if y'all been watching the Insane Part story of Kendrick Lamar part 1 through 7, if y'all watch any of those videos, I said it. A lot of people that are they are very talented and don't get the look and don't get the shine. By the grace of God, some of those people come across Kendrick Lamar radar and he put them on tracks, bro. See what happened with GNX, bro. Yeah, let's get back into it, y'all.
We knocked it out probably like the next day.
Beautiful experience to be able to focus on something as so overtly positive as that. You know what I mean? And
definitely.
Because you have to really, to write a love song like that, you have to put yourself in a place where you have to try and just put everything else to one side. I mean, given the kind of craziness that you exist in, it's not a normal existence.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the yin and the yang, you know. You can't have love, you know, without, you know, your pride affecting it, you know, or having to take your ego out the situation, you know, throwing your humble, the idea of that, you know, around, you know. So I felt there was a perfect exclamation mark, you know.
What's about XXX?
Yeah.
Features you.
It sounded like Kendrick wanted to go in further detail, like with the humble, and then that relates to the lust, and then the lust relates to the love and the XX. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't go too deep. Damn. But that's what's up, though. That's a great concept.
XXX is an idea of complete chaos and madness through lyrics, through song. You know.
Is it a good idea, even the original idea of what America is?
For better or for worse.
Come on, Doc. Make it sound good, Doc.
A content idea. Simple as that.
This right here, musical genius of Kendrick Lamar, is continuation of the mindset of Kendrick Lamar. We getting into the albums, diving into the album. Said, damn, Mr. Morale, GNX, part 1, part 2, part 3. And like I said, damn, it wasn't just an album, bro. Part 1, let's get back into it, bro. Make sure y'all subscribe, hype the video.
We get the idea, well, I got the idea that it's going to do a 360 like that. So me having a conversation with him and him sitting me down, he says, change don't, you know, don't start while I'm here. It starts once we leave the space that we're in. What I'm gonna take from this meeting, do when I go outside this building.
Powerful.
You know?
Could y'all imagine, excuse me, could y'all imagine having a conversation with the president, bro? Especially coming from Compton, bro. We never imagined shit like that, bro. And for Kendrick to do it, it gives a lot of people hope that comes from the same city, bro, as us. And I keep saying it, man. The way he analyzed things and pay attention to things, his mindset, his genius is not like no others. Period, point blank, bro. Hey, Kendrick Lamar, bro. Powerful. Like, powerful. That's all I can say, bro. Amazing, man.
So that was the experience. That was something I always hold dear, just the idea of knowing that in the moment of time, I have to think further than this year or last year.
I mean, I just don't want to leave anything undone. So I'm gonna get to Duckworth.
Okay.
When did you realize that they knew each other? When did that story get shared with you? Were you in the room when they worked it out and looked at each other? I mean, just
So if y'all didn't know and y'all don't know what he's talking about, and if y'all knew to Kendrick Lamar, y'all knew Kendrick Lamar fans, he's talking about Duckworth. That's the last song on Down, the album Down, where Kendrick speaks about his dad and Top Dog, which was his old label TDE, which is they still family, you know, he still rock with TDE, he's still a part of TDE. But Top Dog and his real father knowing each other back in the day and them having conflicts and then squashing it, you know, later on, and then to end up back in the studio like some odd years later, you know, due from Kendrick Lamar. And if things would have went left or south, wouldn't be no GOAT, because Kendrick would have been in them streets trying to get revenge. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all go check that record out. That shit is, man, I love that record, that word, bro. Get back into it.
About a year after I met Top Dog, I met him when I was 16. So my pops came to the studio after I've been locked in with him for a minute, and we got a relationship now. Bring my pops through. You know, he heard, you know, I was dealing with Top Dog, but my pops personally don't know him as Top Dog, you know. And he seen that Top Dog was this guy. They flipped.
I mean, flipped.
Still to this day.
And Top flipped as well? Top
yeah.
recognized straight away?
Oh yeah, still to this day. They laugh. I remember playing it for him and he flipped. And since a kid, man, I always said to myself, bro, anything is possible. And it always comes around tenfold, 100% confirmation. And that story is confirmation.
Facts.
You've been recording,
That's important.
making a lot of music.
That's important for him to say, I had to reflect on myself. I had to make this about me. I had to be disciplined. You know, all this great things, man, is incredible because he didn't think selfishly. Could have thought selfishly. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. It was just basically to share what he goes through too. He go through the same thing we go through, bro. Damn, we know it's hard. Damn, we know we tired of this. Damn, we know we struggle with this. Damn, it's gonna be all right. You feel me? Like, nigga, Kendrick is amazing, bro. This shit is incredible, man. Let's finish it out, y'all, man. This shit, bro. Whew,
You know,
man.
that's appeared on this record. I'm sure there's a lot of music that didn't appear on this record.
Yeah, man, XXX has 6 verses on that thing. Yeah, that's why the changes are so crazy.
Damn. 6 verses? Kendrick, when he write, he don't play, bro. Ain't no telling what he about to drop next.
Just a huge amount of music that we've never heard before in the
Yeah.
process to get to where you need to get to.
Oh yeah, because, you know, my process after premeditating, I throw all the paint on the wall I can, and I pull from it.
I really appreciate the opportunity to sit with you, man. I know you don't do it often, and you know, just I hope we got enough for everybody right now. But if not, like you say, it's all in the album, right?
Man, there you have it, bro. Part 1, Damn was never just an album, bro. Kendrick Lamar, creativity, his genius, his mindset, bro, is incredible, bro. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, hype this video. I'll see y'all in part 2. We gonna get into Mr. Morale. Make sure y'all go over this video a couple of times so y'all can really listen to what he was saying, bro. And I look forward to more series with y'all. Make sure y'all join the membership for early access. There will come memberships in the videos in the future that will only be for members only, and I don't want y'all to miss out. Some series will be for members only. So appreciate y'all tuning in. The boy Mr. Law. I'll see y'all in the next one, bro.